I don't remember the last time I actually bought a Transformer figure. I mean, I bought that model kit, but I don't remember buying just a mainstream Hasbro figure. Well, now, today, that changes, because now I remember, because I bought one today. Here is Earthrise Wheeljack in his packaging. I mean, it is what it is, you know. There you go. Don't really care that much. Let's just get straight into the figure. Alright, so you get this little cool reader here, you know, lets you read, back then in G1 lets you read the text specs, but in this case, spoiler alert if you don't want to know now, if you put it on the packaging, it reads Antilla? Is that what it says? Interesting. Yeah, it's just Antilla. So yeah, there's that, which is neat. Reminds me of G1, that's for sure. And here is Wheeljack in robot mode, which I think looks amazing. I have no complaints about the robot design or the sculpt at all. Just looks fantastic, especially the head. I love that. Just oozes G1 Wheeljack. However, there are a whole bunch of ports all over the figure, which, well, allows you to do something like this. He's so armored up, even Hound would be impressed by it. Now, there is a complaint that many people have, or at least some people in the community have, which is that the wings on Wheeljack are kind of small. I'm personally fine with that. My problem is that the back is white instead of silver. But I can understand why, because the wings turn into the spoiler of the vehicle, so it has to be white due to transformation. So, that's alright. That's fine by me. You can also remove his wings off, similar to how you would remove a weapon from a figure. And you can also remove his shoulder gun and attach it to his hand for maybe a drill or just a pistol. Really depends on you. The thing about his arms is that they are unproportionate and they just don't look that good. And the sides of the arms also they just look ugly, honestly. So that's a problem with the arms. Another problem I have is posability. Now, it isn't terrible, it's okay, but I'm honestly quite disappointed. Now, the legs, I'm completely happy with. There's even ink articulation, which is really nice considering this is a deluxe class Transformer. So that's awesome, but where I'm disappointed is the arms. It's just okay. The arms tend to get stuck with the back of the figure, which is annoying, and the elbows can only bend 90 degrees, which really limits posability, and honestly, that's disappointing. Now, for size comparison, here he is with Combiner Wars Voyager class Optimus Prime. Next, you have Transformers Siege Deluxe class Mirage. And finally, you have Transformers Studio Series Thundercracker. Let's just get into car mode now. Now, car mode looks fantastic, okay? The transformation to get to car mode was honestly simple, but very fun. I really enjoyed it. There is a compromise for the transformation, which is that the windshield, as you can see here, is split up into 3 parts. But I think it's a good compromise for the transformation. Here he is next to a minifigure, and here he is next to a Lego Darts Charger, my bad. The back here does show some robot parts, but it's hardly noticeable compared to the rest of the vehicle mode, so I have no complaints there. Now, the problem is it does not roll that well due to how low the wheels and just base of the car is. So as you can see, it doesn't really roll that well, which is disappointing, but at the same time, I don't really play with my Transformers, so I have no problem there. You can store the weapon on top of him, or maybe in the back, or basically anywhere where there's the ports. But the top is probably your best bet. If not, you just not store the figure or store the weapon at all. It just doesn't look that good. Now, it's also a combiner foot due to transformation. Look at that. Okay, so I may have lied about that, but I mean, it could also be like a crash car, maybe it hit something. Yeah, I don't know. It's there. So, what are my thoughts on the Transformers Earthrise Deluxe Class Wheeljack? Well, for the price, which was about $20 US, it's a pretty good figure. There are some flaws here and there, but overall, it looks good. Vehicle mode looks great. Articulation is okay, but is it a Wheeljack? Yes. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm really looking for, okay? Now, if you're planning to do stop motion or anything like that, it works, but if you're looking for a Wheeljack that's really good at posability, this probably isn't it. Our transformation was interesting, simple, but interesting, and I really enjoyed it. Unlike some of the Studio Series figures, I hate transforming those, but this was simple and fun, honestly. It was just a fun puzzle to play with and mess around. I transformed this thing more times than I have Studio Series Blackout. So, I mean, it's overall pretty good. Like I said before, if you're going for stop motion, maybe you should get the Masterpiece, but if you don't have the money for that, this is also a great substitute for the Masterpiece. And it's going to go here on my shelf right there. So overall, out of 10, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. And I hope you all enjoyed that video, and I'll see you all next time, whenever I do whatever the next time is. Bye!